Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another live stream on Wu English. We are live today again, and we will try, of course, well. And today, the title of the live stream is "Speak with Me," right? And it will be a speaking practice, like you can see on the screen on the title of this live stream. And I hope that at home you will be speaking because. I would be giving you a lot of chances, like to talk and to like practice your English and to test also your English. I want you to see how good your English is. Sorry, and by the end, of course, we're gonna try to have a little discussion, a little bit of fun. The live stream will like cover a lot of areas of English. It will go from pronunciation in the very beginning to grammar to communication, and finally we'll have a little discussion. So four main sections that we will have in this live stream today. I hope you are ready. I hope you have some energy. I have lots of energy, but I have a sore throat, right? You know what is a sore throat? Like my throat hurts because I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's like maybe the flu or something. But oi, hello, Claudia. Hi, Gassim. All right, wonderful bargain, perfect. Jessim is here. Claudino. Sorry, Claudino. Sorry, is here. And today, I mean, my friend is here as well. I mean, are you still there waiting? It's been a while, my friend. Jessim or yeah, Majid. I think last time you followed from Facebook. Uh, wasn't that true, bro? Was that you, or was that another person following us from Facebook? I remember. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wonderful. I remember that there was someone like similar to your name from Facebook. Was that you, or were you following from here from YouTube? I have a very very weak memory, very short memory, man. Sorry for that. As I said, so while you are answering my question, today you're gonna speak with me. I hope you will be practicing what we will be doing at home. I hope you will be doing like the exercises. Um, uh, let me take a little wait before we go and before we practice our English. Claudino, where are you from, please? Uh, and Majid, can you remind me, please, of your country? Was it Saudi Arabia or was it Yemen? One of these two. All right. Are you guys following the Epstein files update? That was unexpected. That was absolutely like mind blowing. Like the last update, which was dropped, I think 2 days ago, was absolutely mind blowing. I think most of you uh, like are familiar with the Epstein, like Jeffrey Epstein Island and his files and Sambo. Hello, Sambo, I remember you. All right, Yemen. All right, perfect, perfect. So, Majid, how is life? How is the weather there in Yemen? How is the weather? Oh, Iraq. Oh, sorry. How is the weather there in Iraq? I think Iraq has some of the like the highest temperatures in the world. Sambo, how's life? Claudino, I hope you are still there. And my friend, I mean, I hope you are still there waiting for us. Because it's been a while since we last saw you. Yeah, I was talking about the Jeffrey Epstein files, and so basically, it's this island. It's this person. It's American person who had an island, like a whole island, and he would unfortunately take little children there. You know what would happen to those children, of course. Uh, um, like SA and uh, like that island, the Jeffrey Epstein Island, was frequented by a lot of like very powerful people, and there were a lot of information, including like government information. Tell us the whole world, because it's not just Americans who are watching the Epstein case. Like the whole world is watching, and a lot of people were hearing from the United States officials from the United States government, from even Donald Trump himself, that, well, maybe there is a list of all the clients of Jeffrey Epstein, like people who had affairs, who slept with children, and I'm sorry to say this, who slept with children, basically. Uh, and they said there was a list, but recently, just 2 days ago, they said, well, you know, freaking what? There is no list, right? So who are they trying to protect? Who are they? Who are they blackmailing? Because a lot of people say, well, the Jeffrey Epstein case and the Jeffrey Epstein files, especially the list, like the list of the clients of Jeffrey Epstein, were used to blackmail people in power so that they can do whatever whoever was blackmailing them, we know who, would do whatever they like. And there is a state, there is a country, certain country, not the United States, there is another country, the kind that controls the United States, who was like linked with this. And I'm not going to tell the country, but it starts with an I. All right. So yeah, it's very interesting case, and you guys should follow it. Jeffrey Epstein files. Like, it's been going on. The case has been going on since 2019. The man, Jeffrey Epstein himself, like the man responsible for all this operation that exploited children in favor of very powerful politicians and very famous people and very rich people. He was captured, he was imprisoned, he was jailed, but he ended his life, kind of. Like, a lot of people say he did not do that. Like, his life was ended for him. I'm sorry I cannot talk very like thoroughly about this, because I don't want to ruin the mood for this live stream. I don't want to also deviate from the topic of the live stream. But since this was a major update about the Jeffrey Epstein files, that the whole world was watching it, it's very. I thought I wanted to rant about this because I'm very angry. I'm not affected by the Jeffrey Epstein like case in any ways, but I'm very mad. Like, you can see that they are doing all of these things in front of the whole world to watch. Like, they are doing this like very like in the open, and yeah, it's very interesting. Sambo, let me go back to my friend Sambo. Sambo here says, "Honor great. Recently, I'm making English. Listen, nice. Listen on YouTube to make another passive income. Wonderful. But there are no views at all. It's okay, Sambo. The moment some people start watching your videos, more and more people will start watching your video. The same thing happened to my personal channel. Not this one, not the Woo English, my personal channel. But one piece of advice I want to give you, and anyone, and even I want to give this to myself, because I don't use my own pieces of advice. I don't follow my own advice. My piece of advice for anyone who wants to start any type of content on YouTube or on Instagram or on TikTok: consistency is the key. You need to post regularly. That's the most effective way. Just post consistently. That's your way of making any income from any platform. I don't post consistently. I'm gonna admit this. I only post consistently with Woo English just because it's a work. Like, this is like a job, right? This is not my channel. Why you are using the YouTube to make live while you can use better apps than YouTube? For example, Discord app is so amazing. Majid, very good question, but I'm gonna answer you. Well, for Discord, for example, or Kick, for example, or Twitch, or any other like streaming platforms, let me put your so people can follow what comment I'm answering. I completely agree with you. There are better streaming or live streaming platforms online, but first, our channel is not about streaming. It's about, we make one video every single day. That's what's important for us, because for the live streams, it's just to discuss with you. It's just to give our followers a chance to interact with us directly. Otherwise, because we don't want the channel to be a dead channel, just like people just follow the channel, they listen to our videos, but they don't feel any contact. We want you guys to feel a contact. You have a lot of questions. I know you have a lot of questions. We want to answer those questions. Maybe you have recommendations. We want to listen to those recommendations and we want to listen to them live, right? We want to listen to them and we want you to hear us. We want to interact with you like this directly. We don't want to just give you one video every single day while you don't see any human face on the channel. This is one. Number two, Discord and other channels are not suitable. In my opinion, are not suitable for teaching English. They are mostly for entertainment, for fun. They are not for learning. This is my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Twitch, if we do the same concept like teaching English on Discord or on Twitch, you can tell me, Majid, if you have like any experience with following like maybe people on Discord who teach English. If you have anything, please share it with me. I would love to learn. If you tell me like there is a good chance, of course we're gonna try it. But thank you so much for your comment. This is the kind of comments I like. Like people are really like engaging with you in very like not just answering, like they want answers, and I really like that. More political conflicts. Topic teacher, I enjoy this. It's wonderful because a lot of people, they don't like politics. Jeffrey Epstein, guys, are you following the Jeffrey Epstein update? I want to know this before we go into the live stream and before we practice our English live, before we can start speaking. Are you following the Jeffrey Epstein update? It's this topic here on the live stream about English and teaching English. But that's crazy, man, that they are doing this in front of the whole world to watch. They were saying we have the list. The list is on our desks. The list includes the names of very powerful people, and suddenly they say, "Well, you know what? There is no list. Actually. The list does not exist." Claudino, I'm from Morocco. Do you know where Morocco is? In the North Africa, in the northwest. We are very close. We are in Africa, but we are very close to Spain. There is like 15 kilometers to Spain. Spain is very visible from our country. What about you, Claudina? Where are you from? So, Majid, please, if you had any, like, if you have watched an English on Kick on any other platform, please let me know, because we would love to go there. To be honest, we would love to go there. If streaming there is beneficial for people and for us as well, let's be honest. It should be beneficial for the people, for the viewers, and for me. Well, for us, for our channel. We would love to have that, to be honest. What was I saying? Yes, okay. I think we should go. I think we should go start our live stream. Speak with me. I hope you will be speaking in your homes because this is speaking English. So throughout the week, this is the idea of these live streams, because Mr. Majid asked me about this. The idea about these live streams is every single day we share most of the week you are just listening. We are just listening, right? Input. But on these live streams, we want you to have a chance to have an output, right? To try what you are learning on the channel. So this is what we will do today. Pronunciation. Pronunciation is the first exercise we're gonna do today. And I hope you will practice it at home. This is a very good exercise. The first exercise is called tongue twister. Tongue twister, right? Tongue twisters. And you can see this is what tongue twister means. Reading uses Kindle. Reading using Kindle, you mean? Like you read. Perfect. So this is what tongue twister means. They are sentences that will twist your tongue. So you have a sentence up there. You have a little sentence here. And what I want you to do is to repeat the sentence 3 times very fast. Again, say it 3 times fast. I'm going to give you an example. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. That was the first exercise. That was the first sentence, because I have 2 more. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. If you find it difficult on the first go, you can try saying it slowly. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore, and then you can go faster. She sells seashells by the seashore. 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 So that's how you should go about this exercise. This is an exercise that would help you speak more fluently, like with no problems. So let me see how you will do. And when you say it, tell me in the chat that done. Say in the chat done. That's what I want to hear in the chat. Say done and say if it was easy, if it was difficult. How did you find it? Again, this exercise, pronunciation. This is like a warm up for your mouth. This is like a warm up for your mouth. This is an exercise that journalists do before appearing on TV, right? This exercise right here. Before journalists appear on TV, before news reporters appear on TV, so that they avoid stuttering, like, that was hard. I mean, how are you, man? It's been a while. Where have you been? She sells seashells by the seashore. I'm gonna say it. You try to beat me in the speed. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. I said that very fast. All right. So Amin, who is a very, very brilliant student and viewer of our channel, says it was very hard. I can understand a lot of you guys are struggling right now. I can imagine you struggling. But just tell us, how did you find it? If you found it hard, just say you found it hard. It's totally fine. This is an exercise. You're not necessarily gonna like get it right from the get-go. But as I said, you can start slow and then go faster and faster. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. And then you go faster and faster, and this works out like an exercise, like a warm-up for your tongue. This is, as I said, what news reporters do before they go live on TV. So she sells seashells by the seashore. You go faster. She sells seashells by the seashore. Faster. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. You see, even me do I make mistakes. So she sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore, and so on and so forth. But you need to say it 3 times, and then you tell me in the chat, how did you do? Did you do well? Did you do poorly? Did you find it difficult? Did you find it easy? And we can go to the next one. The next one is easier, I promise. The next one is easier. It's shorter. It's shorter than this one. So just stay with me. I see a lot of people joining. Welcome. Today you will be practicing your speaking, so please stay there if you want to practice your speaking. Your chance to speak now, not just listen. We want you to speak. Our first exercise, tongue twister. We have a sentence. We want you to say it 3 times very fast. She sells seashells by the seashore. All right, let's move to the next one. Let's move to the third one, and then we can go back to that one. Yeah, this one is easy, right? This one is easy. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. It's difficult actually. when you try to say it fast, it's actually very difficult. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. Oh wow! So going from one sound to the other in your mouth. That's what makes tongue twisters very difficult. It's like changing the sound. She sees cheese. If you find it difficult, say it slow and then go faster and faster. And then tell me in the chat, how did you do? Did you do well? Did you do poorly? Did you find it difficult? Did you find it easy? She sees cheese, start easy. She sees cheese, she sees cheese, she sees cheese, and then go faster. She sees cheese, she sees cheese. Oh my God, it's difficult. She sees cheese, she sees cheese, she sees cheese. It's a bit easier, exactly. I mean, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. So Amin says the second one is a bit easier because set of questions. By the way, Amin, I have some news for you. I remember you said you live in Tangier, right? Because I'm moving. I'm no longer gonna teach in Suera. I'm gonna move to the north region. So yeah, next year, like next September, I'm starting in the north. I'm gonna be working in the north. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. Let me know, how did you do? Did you do well, or did you do poorly? And because I want to go to the last one. The last one is very interesting one. Uh, all right. So just for people who are just joining the channel, like just joining our live stream, this is Wo English. We are a channel dedicated to teaching English through stories. We teach, and no, in العريش actually. I mean, so we every single day we post one video, like 1 hour and a half, 1 hour and a half, which is like our stories. Like we share stories on our channel, and through listening to these stories, you are going to uh, uh, like internalize English. But today we have a live stream where you are going to speak. We want you to speak today. I want you to be speaking today. So the first exercise, we are here today. If you are here, you came like in the very beginning of the live stream. So stay there and start with this little exercise. It's a tongue twister. Try to say this sentence 3 times as fast as you can. For example, she sees cheese, she sees cheese, she sees cheese. Let's try faster. She sees cheese, she sees cheese, she sees cheese. Very difficult a little bit, to be honest. In Ibn Battuta High School, I mean, Ibn Battuta High School. That's the school I'm going to be teaching in. All right, let me go back to the previous one. This one works because the first one, the sounds here that you were practicing were s and sh. The same thing here, like s and sh. But here you have L and B and V as well. So 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent elephants. This is the last one, I think. Can I ask you about, not related to the subject? Of course, Mr. Majid, of course. All questions are welcome. 11 benevolent elephants, 11. So try to say this 3 times very fast and let me know in the chat, how did you do? Great. I see a lot of people joining the live stream now. Wonderful. I hope you will stay till the end because we are practicing our English today. If you are into politics, I also asked a side question, which is about the Epstein files update. The government, the United States government, says, well, the files don't exist anymore, and I would love to hear your opinions about it. But when I listen, why I can understand you, but when I listen to foreign channels such as CNN, BBC, Fox News, or some, I can't understand. Well, very simply, the word very simply is accent. It's accent, because you are listening to a native speaker. I'm not a native speaker of English. I'm a teacher, so I take into consideration that some of my viewers, some of my students, if you want to call you that, if you're okay with me calling you that, some of my viewers are beginners. Not you, Majid, not Amin, not my friend, where is he, Sambo. You guys are very good in English, but there are people who are very, very, very beginner. So I try to adapt my speaking to the level of some people. But on CNN, BBC, those people are speaking to natives, and mostly they are either British or American. So they speak with an accent that those people can understand, but learners may not understand. But one piece of advice I want to give you, Majid, is to keep listening actually. And if you are listening, for example, on YouTube, listen with subtitles. I'm talking about English subtitles, right? They are speaking in English and the subtitles are also in English, because your English is very good. I think you can understand English. No need to translate to Arabic or any language. So listen in English and with subtitles in English. With time, you will start detecting words. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, I had to cough. I have a very bad cough. Sorry for that. You see, my eyes are watery. I have a very bad cough. So as I said, so just to repeat the question for people who just joined. So Mr. Majid here says he listens to this live stream, he listens to our videos, he can understand our English very well. But when he listens to CNN, BBC, and other news channels abroad, thank you, I mean, he does not understand as well, right? So what I said was that, well, since I'm a teacher and since the channel is about teaching English, we try to adapt our level of speaking. We try to slow down a little bit. I hope I'm not speaking very fast. We try to slow down. We try to speak slowly so that everybody can follow. Please stick there. We are having a practice your English live stream. I'm just answering the questions, so please stick there till the end. You're gonna enjoy this live stream. I'm very sure. So as I said, I try to adapt my speaking. So for people who find the same problem as Mr. Majid here, when you are listening to a movie, when you are listening to a foreign channel, when you are listening to news on a foreign channel, or like watching a documentary on a foreign channel, you are listening to the native speakers. Even if you speak to a native person, a native American, a native British person, you will find difficulty understanding the majority of what they say. And as a teacher of English, sometimes I speak to some British people and I still cannot understand what they say. Like sometimes I cannot understand them and I ask them to repeat what they said as a teacher of English. So it's very normal because they speak very fast and they speak with an accent. So it's okay if you don't understand 100%. But as I said, if you watch foreign documentaries, foreign movies, foreign news, try to watch them with subtitles, with English subtitles, so that you can match what is said in that action with the text, with the actual content of what's being said. That way, believe me, your English will develop very fast, and with time, maybe after 2 months, 3 months, you will be understanding. You will be able to understand or to watch without subtitles foreign channels and to speak with natives without any difficulties. Just one more piece of advice I want to give you. If you are learning English or if you are learning any skill, please give it time, right? Please give it time. Don't expect results from the get-go. Anything you want to learn will take time. So please give it time, right? So if you want to learn English, if you want to start understanding movies without subtitles, if you want to start listening to music without subtitles, without looking for lyrics, give it time, right? Anything takes time. Anything takes time. So please give anything you want to do. I do. All right, wonderful. So since you do, perfect. So just give it some time, Majid. Then take the second piece of advice. Give it some time. You will do very well. Because that's the same journey that I took. In the beginning, I didn't used to understand English at all. And look at me now teaching it, right? Because I'm not a native. I did not use in my you know in my first year of high school, I did not understand a single word in the English class. If you told me back then that I will be an English teacher in the future, I would not believe you. I wouldn't have believed you, to be honest. But look at me now. I'm teaching English live. I'm teaching English in high schools, and it's very weird. But I gave it time. I gave it a lot of time actually, and a lot of love. So let's go back to our first exercise. Can you say this 3 times? And because I can't hear you, just tell me in the chat how did you do. Majid, you can try. I mean, and you tell me how did you do. I mean, that's the mistake you did. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. You know, this one, Mario. I live stream going. So if you guys can give me 1 second just to check how the live stream is going on YouTube. And please, when you are watching, can you double click on the screen? Double click. Maybe I'm gonna see here. Double click on my nose. Can you double click on my nose just to like the video, and then we can carry on, because that's a very good way to help this channel. If you are enjoying this live stream so far, if you are liking it, double click on my nose or my teeth or my eyes. I don't mind. So double click or anywhere you want. And that's a very good exercise for your fingers as well. And that's a very good thing for our channel as well, because when you like the video, it gets recommended to other people who don't know about it. So let me go back. All right. Here, the secret to pronounce this one, I like it with the secret to to say this pronounce benevolent correctly. If you pronounce benevolent correctly, you will pronounce the whole sentence correctly. So benevolent, benevolent. So 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent. The word benevolent is where the secret is. 11 elephants. I know the majority of you don't have any problems saying them. So 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent elephants. That's, I think, the word benevolent. Long time no see, Mario. Same here. Long time no see. I didn't see your first comment, but I think Amin did. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, you did. You did say hi. Perfect. So how are you doing, Mario? You know Mario. Mario and Amin uh, appeared on the same time, and they disappeared on the same time. You guys disappeared in the beginning of summer, and then you reappeared now. Yeah, like you disappeared around May, and now you reappeared in July. But I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy. I'm glad to see you again, guys. I'm glad to see even the new people here, like Dries, for example. My friend Dries, for example, here is a new person, I think. I'm not sure if you watched some of our videos. How are you doing, Dries? Where are you from? Okay, yeah. So 11 benevolent elephant. Great. Let's move on. Let's move on. Great. I have been doing good. Wonderful. So that's what I care about. That you were doing well. That life is good. That there were no bad things like that kept you away from the live streams. I'm very happy. I don't know. I mean, wait until you meet Ahsanul. He's been asking about you a lot. I don't know if he's watching now or not. Ahsanul, if you are here, say hi. Okay, so that was the first exercise. If I'm new, I'm from Morocco. Wonderful, because I am from Morocco too. So welcome. I hope this is your first time. So I hope this won't be your last time. So for new people who are just joining the live stream, let me very briefly reintroduce the channel. This is Woo English, a channel that through which we teach English. We teach you English through stories, through listening, and we believe that this is the natural way to learn English, because that's how we learned English as children. We did not learn it from books, like your mother language, your first language, your mother tongue. You did not learn it from books. You learned it from your mother, from your father, from your family. We I think I hope he appears. I hope so. You guys were like competing big time in some exercises. So as I said, when you were a kid, you did not learn English, like you did not, or your language. You don't learn the rules. So you learn it by listening, and this is what we are doing in this channel. We teach you English through listening. So we believe that the more you listen to, and the more, of course, you practice, your English will improve. Will definitely improve. So we have one video every single day, 7 days a week. 7 days a week. So 7 videos, 7 listening videos. Imagine if you listen to every one of them every week. Thank you so much for the donation, Mario. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Oh my God, that's a difficult name. Nzitukuz. Nzitukuz, hi. I hope that I will speak English as good as you do. Well, Mr. Dries, I did not speak English like this a long time ago, but look at me now. So the same thing can happen to you, man. All right. Thank you so much, Mario. I really appreciate the donation, the super like. Thank you so much for that. That's really appreciated, man. So for the rest of you, you can just support us by double clicking on the screen. So as I said, well, in addition to listening, we want you to practice what you are learning, and this is where these live streams go. We have 2 live streams every single week, one on Tuesday, one on Friday. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mario. I really appreciate it. So one on Tuesday, like today, one on Friday, and through these these live streams, we would love for you to actually speak. Either speak in your house, because of course I cannot hear you, or you can speak in writing, and that's also another form of practicing your English. So let's go back. So the first exercise was what do we call it? Was tongue twister. The second exercise is this. All right. So here we want to pronounce some words that are similar, but they are different in one sound. And here the sounds are L and R, L and R, right? L and R, L and R. So lice, rice. Lice are those insects that live in some people's head, in the hair of people, especially children. If you have ever gone through like mixed children, you know that children have some children have lice in their heads. Lice, rice, light, right, glass, grass, long, wrong. Notice here that the W is not pronounced. So this first exercise or this second exercise, it helps you pronounce similar words that are similar in every sounds except for one. Lice and rice, they have the same sounds except one has R and one has L, right? That's the only difference. Again, I'm going to repeat them. You can try and repeat them. Practicing. Lice, rice. Repeat this one, please. Lice, rice. Lice, rice. Number 2, light, right. Again, light, right. One more time, light and right. So, lice, rice, light, right. Number 3, glass, grass. Once more, glass, grass. Right? I hope you pronounce that as well. So let's move to number 3 or number 4, long, wrong. And please notice for wrong, we don't pronounce the W. We don't say we're wrong. We say wrong. It's just that our lips are all right. So let me take a chance to congratulate my friend. You see our viewers, 18 out of 20. That's our viewers. Perfect. I mean, I know that you are a very, very good like example for a lot of students. So I hope I will get some students like you next year. As I said, I mean, I will teach in Ibn Battuta High School in Al City. Ibn Battuta High School. I'm gonna repeat again: lice, rice. Do you know any like the schools? All right, light, lice, rice, light, right, glass, grass. Perfect. Let's move on. All right, this is very important. Okay. So wait, I'm gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna hide myself. You can take a picture if you want. And by the way, Amin, especially Amin and Mario, because you guys were watching our live streams for over a year now. I want to ask you. No, I mean, I said in Al City. Well, since Amin and Mario have been watching our live stream for a long time now, do you like? Let me appear so that you can. Do you like the old frame, or do you like the frame like this, like we are doing now? Which one do you like? Is it like this, like the horizontal, or do you like the vertical one? Because I hope that you have noticed that we changed the layout of the live stream. You no longer need to tilt your phone. You no longer need to rotate your phone. You can just like keep your phone the way it is and watch our live stream. So I'm gonna go back. You can take a picture and then you can pronounce these words. Both are good. Which one is easier, Mario? Which one is easier? Because we believe this one is a little bit easier to navigate. The vertical, Dries. Thank you so much. Wonderful. So, Amin, did you find it easier? All right, more recommended. Well, why we did that is just because you are holding your phone like this. We don't want you to have to tilt your phone to watch it. So you can keep your phone the way it is, the way you watch, the way you use it, like on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and still be able to watch our live streams. So let's go back. Yes. So this was the first exercise. The second exercise, we will practice a different type of sounds, CH and SH. Is there a difference in pronunciation of these two sounds, CH, SH? Are they pronounced the same, or is there a difference? I think watching your face and words are better. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mario. Because we still show my face and the text, but is it rectangle, or is it like a vertical or horizontal? Personally, I prefer vertical, like you are watching it now. So, is there a difference between CH and the SH sounds? Are they pronounced the same, or is there a difference? Okay, let's see what Amin says. So CH, SH, is there a difference? Amin says CH is pronounced with a T sound, and sh and SH is pronounced with no T. All right, that's exactly it. So in English, remember this pronunciation rule. This is a very important pronunciation rule. So in English, we have a very important pronunciation rule. Remember it. CH is pronounced ch with the T in the beginning. SH is pronounced as sh with no T. Examples are above. Chair, CH, chair. SH, shoe, not chew, shoe. If you add the T, that's a different word. Cheese, CH, cheese. SH, ship. Chocolate, fish. Teacher, shampoo. Choose, shop. All right, so you notice here that with CH, when a word has CH, we pronounce it as ch. SH, we pronounce it as ch. If you have any more examples, you can tell me. I want to share with you one. All right. So the difference between SH and CH is a difference in pronunciation and meaning as well. And let me give you an example. Sorry, guys, if I'm coughing, there is nothing I can do. Okay, so we have these two words right here. They are written the same, except one is written with a C, one is written with an S. So the one with a C is pronounced chop. Chop is when you cut something, to chop. For example, I'm chopping onions. I'm chopping onions. Chop. To chop is to cut into small pieces. But to shop, that's a different word. Shop is to go and chop, like to go and buy something. So I'm going to repeat it again. In English, there are two different sounds. CH is pronounced ch, and the SH is pronounced sh. Like the word spread that we have here. CH, shop, shop with a T, shop. Shop, SH is pronounced sh without a T. Another example given by our friend Amin. So ship and chip. Ship and chip. So a chip is those small pieces that we find in electronics. And ship, of course, are those big boats. Like that's a ship. Great. So let's go back and try to pronounce these words again. So chair. So let's start with CH first. Chair, cheese, chocolate, teacher, choose. The second column, shoe, ship, fish, shampoo, shop. You can repeat them after me. You can pause the video if you like and then pronounce them after me. Let me make the screen bigger. So again, for the words that are written in English with CH, we pronounce it ch. For words that are written with SH, we pronounce them sh. Chair, cheese, chocolate, teacher, choose. The second column, shoe, ship, fish, shampoo, and shop. I'm going to read them now interchangeably. Like I'm going to read one with ch, one with sh. So, chair, shoe, cheese, ship, chocolate, fish, teacher, shampoo, choose, shop. Of course, there are some exceptions. Like the word, one of the most famous exceptions is this word right here. This is one of the most famous and the most important is this word. Though it is written with CH, we pronounce it sh, machine, machine. We don't say machine, we say machine. Though it's pronounced with CH. That's a one exception, right? That's just one exception. All right. Of course, there are other like examples like this word where it's not pronounced sh or ch, but it's pronounced with k, like technology, or mechanic. Right? There are some words in which like the ch pronounced as k, like mechanic, technology, chemistry, right? Ch, but that's a whole different story. I don't want to confuse you, of course. Now, one of the best things to get better at pronunciation is doing shadowing, isn't it? Of course, Mr. Mario, but I think you can just pronounce it with a high voice, right? Mario, I think you're from Italy, if I'm not mistaken, and well, one of the most important things that you should do, if your first language, of course, is not English, is to go and see what are the sounds that exist in English and the sounds that don't exist in English. Right? I'm gonna explain. Like I speak Darija, which is a form kind of Arabic, kind of Arabic. It's not Arabic, but it's kind of. I speak, but my first foreign language that I learned at school was French, and French is, I think, very close to Italian because they belong to the same family. When I started learning English, given that the first foreign language that I learned was French, I was pronouncing English like French, right? I was pronouncing English like French. In what way? I was pronouncing words that don't exist in French. And I was pronouncing sounds, I mean sounds that don't exist in French, right? That don't exist in English, but they do exist in French. So my the first language I learned affected the way I was learning English. So I think if you want to improve your pronunciation, of course, you can do shadowing exercises, you can do pronunciation exercises. Tongue twisters are a very good exercise, tongue twister. But also taking the time to learn which sounds exist in English and which sounds don't exist in English. I'm going to give you an example. Like this word. In English, it's pronounced information. Information. In French, it's pronounced information. You can see there is a whole difference in pronunciation between these two. Information, information. I want to focus just on the in part, the first part, which is the in. A lot of my students pronounce this word information. So the beginning, they start it like French, and then they complete it like English. So they say information, but the sound n don't exist in English. I'm not n, but un, like information, inform, un. It's a nasal sound. It does not exist in English. But a lot of new learners who had some contact with French, they would always pronounce it that way. They would say, I need some information, right? They pronounce it as information, while it is information. So this is why I say you should. I'm gonna repeat what I said. Okay. So first, of course, do some exercises like you said, like shadowing, like pronunciation, like timed speaking. You can start the time and speak with non-stop. Even if you get blocked, it's okay. Just carry on. That also will help you. You can do tongue twisters. Very good exercise for pronunciation, tongue twisters. Or you can also learn or take some time to learn the sounds of English. What sounds exist in English and what sounds don't exist in English, especially the sounds that exist in Italian, since you are an Italian person. Like you should know, we have this sound in Italian. Does it exist in French, in English? Because your first language will be affecting the way you pronounce English, and that will take your pronunciation to the next level. Hi, Oscar. Hi, how are you? Oscar, I believe you too. This is not your first time here. Okay, so the next pronunciation exercise that I have for you, we've done a lot of exercises today, don't you think? We did a lot of exercises today, and I'm really glad we did. I'm really happy today. Like I'm very glad with the amount of exercises we did today. So this exercise that I have here is the exercise about the OUGH, how the pronunciation of the OUGH. But I'm gonna blackmail you. I'm not gonna go through that exercise until you guys double click on the screen. I know a lot of you have done it already, but for those of you who did not like the video yet, please click that like button. Just double click on the screen. That's that. We're gonna carry on. Double click on the screen. Zain, hi. A lot of new people we have today. Welcome, guys. Okay, so these GH sounds are pronounced differently in these 5 words. I have 5 words. The GH is pronounced differently in each one of them. So well, in the red, when it's written in red, when the GH is written in red, it's not pronounced. When the GH is written in green, it is pronounced as an F, believe it or not. Okay, so I'm gonna pronounce them for you. You can or I can give you some time. You can try to pronounce them by yourself. You can try to pronounce them by yourself before I intervene. So can you try and pronounce these words by yourself at home? And then I'm gonna pronounce them for you. I'm gonna help you get how they are pronounced. 5 words, all of them have the GH in them. And I want to see how you will pronounce them at home. Of course, I'm not going to hear you, but you're going to tell me after I show you the pronunciation if you pronounce them well or no. Did you pronounce these words? Because I'm going to show you how they are pronounced correctly. So the first word is through. Through. So the GH is not pronounced. Through. As I said, when the GH is read, it's silent. Through. Through. And notice the vowel. Through. Because the second one is though. Though. So number 1, through. Like through something. Like if you go through something, right? I went through the door. Number 2, though. All right, nice. I mean, nice. Number 3, thought. Thought is the past of think. Thought. Thought. He thought. Though means despite or but. So number 1, through, though, thought. I'm gonna repeat them again. The red one, you can repeat them after me at home. Through, though, thought. The next one, tough, tough. Number 5, enough. So you can notice that we have the same GH, it's pronounced differently. The same for the vowel. The vowels are also pronounced differently. So I'm going to repeat the words again before I show them to you in sentences. So through, though, thought, tough, enough. So when it's a GH, when it's in green, it's pronounced as an F. Great, I mean, so you got them correct. I can see that you transcribed them in the chat. So again, through, repeat them after me. Through, though, thought, tough, enough. These are the 5 words. I'm going to repeat them now, all of them, and you can repeat them, all of them again. Through, though, thought, tough, enough. You can repeat the 5 words in like successively. Great. Let's see them now in sentences, and let me put myself in the bottom here. All right. So I'm gonna read the sentences for you, and of course you can read them for me. I'm gonna give you like a little pause where you can pronounce them yourself. The train went through the tunnel. I'm gonna repeat. The train went through the tunnel. The train went through the tunnel. He came to work though he was sick. He came to work though he was sick. He thought about the idea. He thought about the idea. The test was tough, or bones are tough. And finally, I have enough food. So I'm going to repeat them now one by one. The train went through the tunnel. The train went through the tunnel. Your turn. The train went through the tunnel. Through. Number 2. He came to work though he was sick. He came to work though he was sick. Though. I know you did a wonderful job. So let's go to number 3. She thought about the idea. She thought about the idea. All right, great. This test was tough. Bones are tough because tough has two meanings. It's when something is tough, like it's hard to break, like bones. Bones are tough. Or with something that is difficult, like the exam was difficult, or the text was difficult, or the test was tough. So the test was tough. Bones are tough. So tough. I can also say, hey, you are a tough man. Tough man meaning a strong man, or hard. Hard in a like strong meaning. I have enough food. I have enough food. Sorry, I keep looking here because I'm checking my how the live stream is going. Great, I see people liking the live stream. That's great. Okay, great. I think I'm gonna skip this one actually. It's the pronunciation, right? Okay, let's move to the second one. All right, let's do this one. All right. So in this exercise, this is a stress exercise, not the work or not the stress that you get from work, but this is the English type of stress, like the stress that you get in pronunciation. So I have the same sentence here. It's the same sentence, but each time there is one different word that is in red. I'm going to repeat again. This is the same sentence repeated 6 times, and in each time there is a different word in red. What I want you to do is to read the red word aloud, like to read it loudly or louder than the other words. I'm going to give you an example. So I'm going to read it in the same sound. Josh will drive to work today. This is the normal. This is the neutral one. Josh will drive to work today. I'm going to read the red words loud now. Josh will drive to work today. Josh will drive to work today. Number 2. Josh will drive to work today. 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 This is what we call in English emphasis, right? Emphasis. So emphasis is when you say a word, one word in the sentence loudly to give it more importance. And like this stress or this emphasis actually can change the meaning of what you want to say. So for example, when I say Josh will drive to work today, when I put the emphasis on Josh, I want you to understand that I'm talking about Josh specifically, and I'm not talking about Mary or Ted or Jack or anyone else. I'm talking about Josh. All right? Number 2, when I say Josh will drive, I mean that he will in the future, meaning that he did not do it in the past. Number 3, Josh will drive to work. So here I'm putting the emphasis on drive, and I want you to understand that Josh will drive. He will not take a taxi. He will drive. Josh will drive to work today, not from work. You get what I'm saying, what I'm going now. So each word you emphasize, each word you say loudly, it gives a different interpretation to your sentence. So when I say Josh will drive today to work, here I'm saying that it's Josh, it's not Emily, it's not Sam, it's Josh will drive to work today, right? But when I say Josh will drive to work today, here I'm putting emphasis on drive, meaning he will drive, he will not take a taxi. So I hope you understand this. And this in English we call sentence stress. Sentence stress. So sentence stress is when you say one word inside the sentence, you say it loudly so that like people will understand that you mean that word is very important. You give it more importance. So can we do it from the very beginning? Let's read it neutrally. So Josh will drive today. Josh will drive to work today. Number 1, Josh will drive to work today, not Emily. Josh will drive to work today, not yesterday. Josh will drive to work today. He will not take a taxi. Josh will drive to work today, not from work. Josh will drive to work today, not to the park. You see how it is going. Josh will drive to work today. Or, okay, Josh will drive to work today, not tomorrow. You see? So with each word that you emphasize, it gives a different interpretation to the sentence, and this is true. Amin says we use this every day without noticing exactly. I met Max, or I met Max, or I met Max. So let's just take this small sentence. Let me write it for you so that you can do it with me as well. I met Max. All right. So I met Max. This is a very normal sentence. I met Max. So I met Max. I met Max, not someone else. I met him. Number two, I met Max. I met Max, meaning I met him. I did not call him. I met Max. So each word that you emphasize, you want to say a different message with the same sentence. It's one sentence, but the meaning changes with every sentence, with every word that you put. I met Max, not Emily, right? So when you put it on I, you mean that I did the action. I met Max, not you, not someone else. I met him. Number two, I met Max. I did not hear about him. I did not talk to him on the phone. I met him. And number three, I met Max, not someone else. I met Max. I met Max, not Emily. Indeed, I mean, it's a very, very interesting exercise. All right, let's do this one as well, if you would like. So I'm going to give you some time. You can do it yourselves. So this is the exercise right here. But please, one thing I would love for you to do, guys, is to double click on the screen. That's very helpful for us. So I met the tall man. I met the tall man, not someone else. I met the tall man. I met the tall man. I did not meet the short man. I met the tall man. And finally, I met the tall man, not the tall woman. I met the tall man. Right? You see how the meaning kind of changes. You can actually try this exercise with your mother tongue, with your own language, and you will notice that one sentence, the meaning can change, like is even in your mother tongue. All right, perfect. So let's go to the next exercise. We did this one as well. Right, perfect. Great. I want to do this exercise with you. Spot the silent sound. Very interesting exercise. Very interesting exercise. So in this exercise, all right. So in this exercise, we have seven words, and in each word there is one sound that we don't pronounce. One or more, actually. For the first one, there are more. There are more, actually. So, can you spot for me the sounds that we don't pronounce, or the letters that we don't pronounce? How can you do that? How can you answer this exercise? You can write for me, hey, Atman, how are you? All right, are you my student, Atman? So, what I want you to do is to write for me the number and then the sound or that we don't pronounce, right? So I'm gonna do number one. I'm gonna do number one. So for example, number one, KGH. So in number one, these are the sounds that we don't pronounce. We don't pronounce the K. All right, wonderful, man. How are you? Very nice to see you here today. So night is the sound that we don't pronounce. We don't pronounce the K. We don't pronounce the GH. So we say night, right? Night. That's the sound we pronounce. What about number two, number three, four, five, until seven? So, Atman, how is life? How was the second semester? How were your grades? And did they give you, by the way, did they give you the grades for the regional exam? B, great. So Mario got the second one. Perfect. So the second one, the silent letter is the B. Wonderful. Yes. So great. I'm very happy to hear that, Edmund. Perfect. So the second sound or the second word, we pronounce it doubt. Doubt. We don't say doubt. We say doubt, right? Doubt. So that's the sound that we don't pronounce. So welcome for everybody. You are watching Woo English, our channel that is dedicated to learning English through stories. We believe this is the natural way in which you can learn English. Like you learn it by listening. But today, and like in all our live streams, we like to have these live streams in which we give you the chance to pronounce or to practice your English live with us. Here, all right. So let me go back. Let me make myself bigger. All right. So doubt. Number 2, we don't pronounce the B. Number 3, Amin says we don't pronounce the T. All right. So castle. That's correct. That's absolutely correct. So we don't pronounce the T in number 3. We don't say castle. We say castle. Castle without the T. Right. Amin is very fast again. Amin is doing his job again. So castle is the sound that we don't pronounce in number 3. Castle. Honest. Very good. I mean, you got number 4 correct as well. I think you got them all correct. Except for number 5. I mean, rethink number 5. I'm going to give you another chance to rethink number 5. Rethink number 5. It's not the correct sound. Because the CH, all of it is pronounced K. So it is pronounced. So there is another sound that we don't pronounce. So number 4, honest. Number 6, W. Of course, we say right. Number 7, indeed, we don't pronounce the B. We say debt. Debt. So debt is how much money you need to give to people. Perfect. Mario got it first, though. I mean, Mario got it first. P. But I mean, you managed to to correct that. It's the P. We don't pronounce the P in psychology. We don't say psychology, we say psychology. So I'm going to repeat these words. Please pay attention to how we pronounce them. Night, doubt, castle, honest, psychology, right, debt. I'm going to repeat them again. You can repeat them after me at home. So night, doubt, castle, honest, psychology, right, and debt. I thought about it first. I hear some no, I mean, actually, well, that's what I said earlier, because in French they pronounce the P. They say psychology, but in English they don't. They say psychology. So that's the difference between the pronunciation of the same word in different languages. So I think we can stop here, guys, or we add some like 3 minutes. So that I don't like to stop at 7, at 1:07. I want to stop at 1:10. So I'm gonna open like the room for anyone who would love to talk with us about whatever, especially those of you who want to discuss the Epstein files update. I'm gonna keep coming back to this topic. It's very interesting. It's very upsetting actually to see how the U.S. government just wanna, there is this expression. I want to share it with you. Maybe we can brush under the rug. I want to also show you a picture actually of this expression, brush or sweep under the rug or under the carpet. Yeah, that's also can be said. Brush under the carpet or yeah. I want to show you a visualization of that. I want to show you a visualization of that. All right, let me show you what that means. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm sorry for keeping you late. I just didn't like to stop at 1 hour and 7 minutes. I want to stop at 1 hour 10 minutes. That's why I'm keeping you here. Okay. So let me see if I can share my screen now. What is a rug? A rug, I mean, is a carpet. It's a carpet. It's the same thing. Carpet or rug. We say carpet or rug. So this is to brush something under the rug. Some people who are very lazy, instead of brushing or of like when they sweep, they just put the trash under the rug. Okay, yes, you can see it. So they sweep everything under the rug, and then they put the rug on the dirt, and they say, okay, this is good. So in English, we say this expression to brush things under the rug when we say that someone wants to hide something. And this is what I believe the U.S. governments want to do with the files. Like, just want to brush it under the rug. Maybe after a month, maybe after 2 months, people will absolutely forget about the Epstein files, will forget about everything related to that case. I don't. I would love to. I mean, I would love to, but I'm in the middle of something, unfortunately, and yeah, I'm in the middle of something. So this is the expression to brush something under the rug. This is what the U.S. government is trying to do with the Epstein files. I hope they don't get away with that. Which case, by the way, well, if you have never heard about the Epstein file, it's a file that has been going on for I think over a decade now, over 10 years now, but mostly like since the 2019. So the Epstein file basically is that this man, Jeffrey Epstein, he had an island. He had an island. He was a very rich man. He had an island, right? And I'm sorry for this because this is like a little plus 18 topic. He would take children there. Children, like under 18. Children, right? Children. And by children, I mean thousands of children, like thousands of children. He would take them to that island and he would let politicians, rich people, like famous people, like actors and so on and so forth, diddy those kids. He allowed them to sleep with those kids, basically, which is a very, very nasty crime. So that's what's going on. So later, some of those victims started speaking out. They started speaking up. Some of them were like murdered, kind of, and it was said that it was just an accident, right? They are gone, some of those victims. The main guy behind this whole case, Jeffrey Epstein, was taken to prison. He was taken to jail, but he ended his life in prison. But a lot of people say he did not end his life. There are people who are trying to protect themselves, and they ended him, right? They unalived him, basically, like young people say today. They unalived him. They unalived Jeffrey Epstein. So they unalived him to protect the people who used to visit his island and who used to sleep with little children. Allegedly. All of this, all of what I said on this live stream is alleged. Oh, sorry. Is alleged, right? Well, what happened is that since 2019, the U.S. government was saying that they have the files and they have a list that Jeffrey Epstein himself kept of all the people who were his clients, who were visiting his island, who were exploiting little children. You know what happened? So even Donald Trump himself is said to be on that list, right? A lot of very, very powerful people are said, allegedly, are on that list. Allegedly, I don't know. Well, even Donald Trump himself said, well, we should release the list. A lot of people were saying, well, we should release the list. Even Elon Musk, when he had that conflict with Donald Trump, he said, well, you know what? Donald Trump is on the Jeffrey Epstein list, and that's why the U.S. government refuses to release it. 2 days ago, the U.S. government that was saying that the list exists, that the same U.S. government that said for how many years now? For 9 years. The U.S. government, not for 9 years, for 6 years. For 6 years, the U.S. government said the list exists and we have it and we will release it to the public so that the people involved can be punished. The same U.S. government now says, well, you know what? The list does not exist. So simply they said the list of the people involved in this crime, in this very ugly crime, they said, well, the list does not exist anymore. They are trying to brush it under the rug. That's why we mentioned this. They are trying to brush it under the rug. And that's what's going on. That's why I'm very angry today. Though I'm laughing, I'm very angry inside. Because this is happening in front of the whole world to watch. They are rubbing it on our face. They are saying, well, we can do whatever we want and we can get away with it. Same here. Mario, same here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I think I exceeded my 15 minutes. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Mario, again for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for everybody who watched the live stream today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be there on Friday. I would love to see you there on Friday so that we can continue these activities that we started today. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of the week. Protect yourself from FC like people, and